So you think we should just keep battling it out until we're on good, until we've worked it all out, and do it on YouTube.
I just.
Yes or no?
I don't like talking to you when the camera's not on because not anymore, because the conversations with you are they're too impossible unless the camera's on and you let things be in my favor. It's just how I feel.
All right. Well, I can't top that. And when the camera's on, I let things be in your favor.
You're less intimidating when the camera's on. When the camera's off, the tension's too high, and I can't deal with it. Because it's all a joke right now. Like, I could care less. Like, it's funny. Like, when the camera's off, it's not funny.
Then always from now on, right there's your tool. There's your tool right there. Every time we interact, just have that camera rolling. And from now on, for the rest of our lives, every phone call, when you call me from the road, just turn on the camera. You walk down the hallway, have it on. And from now on, we're going to be good. Hey, YouTube saved our relationship. The vlog live saved us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's get up. Let's hug it out. The vlog live. It saved our family, Chase. It saved us. This tool is helping to reshape my personality. It's helping me be a better father. This is beautiful. This is historic. This is better than any counselor, right? I do love you.
No, we do.
All right. Enjoy. Love you, baby. Thanks for spending time with me. All right, well, I'm going to make a pizza. This is, I'm talking to YouTube. Hey, what's up?
Much. Just trying to fix the.
Huh? Can we do a quick van update?
Sure.
Because you've been making a lot of progress. Every time I run the video, they hear all the saws buzzing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can hear them. So why don't you show me what's up out there? What's going on? It is so incredibly cold out here. And Chase is doing 99% of all this by himself.
In the cold.
In the cold. So first of all, you guys recognize this floor? Chase decided to, there's like this pink foam insulation underneath it. You know, like insulation board. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then Chase, what have you done here? What's this foam stuff?
Huh?
What's the foam stuff?
What foam stuff?
This foamy stuff around the edges.
Great stuff, expanding foam.
So you use it like glue?
In some places. I thought it was, work a little bit better as glue than it did, but basically, that's gonna be like that.
So you're gonna put this all the way back to there?
Mm-hmm. I don't really know how I'm gonna get a bend in it. Well, because there'll be that base thing, so it'll actually bend on itself. Equally bent.
So the idea, the vision for this in here is to be basically wood everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm. Just like there's a bench here, this will come like that, like that, like that, and like that.
Be like the same thing, like a box over here as well.
Mm-hmm. And then the bed's gonna be basically built on top of that.
Coming out this way.
Yeah. But
as narrow as possible, one person bed kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it really depends on whether or not I want to keep my bed, because the bed I have is too big for what I really need to live on, and so I'm like.
So what's up with all this foam and all this stuff? What's the deal here?
Well, there was glass there, and I don't want to be cold, so I put foam over top of it, so it
just as like an insulation.
As one layer, I have pink foam outside that I'm gonna glue on top.
And then you put, this is just foam for sound and insulation.
I have no idea what it's for. Realistically, it's from a factory.
No, it's for. That's why you have it there.
Yeah, for sound and temperature.
But I mean, like, it's pretty intricate. You're just cutting it up and sticking it in there for the fun of it, kind of thing, instead of taking one big sheet.
I just did with what I could with what I had.
Yeah.
I don't have any more. I used every last bit of it.
Right. I see it like tucked in corners and cracks and everything. This is the foam that's under your floor. So you've taken this floor. This is that floor from the house.
I've laid it in wrong. So now I gotta take it all out, relay it.
What happened? What's wrong with it?
It's not, they're not interlocking. They're all just...
Well, it's all right. It won't hurt it.
Even though the bed's gonna be over top of this anyways. 90% of this floor won't even ever be seen.
Yeah, I wouldn't redo it. I don't think it'll come apart. Yeah, normally, like you see, there's a seam straight down through here, this whole section. It just interlock. But you got to cut everything different. I mean, this is a really small space to work with, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's designed to interlock, and it helps all the pieces hold together better when they're interlocked rather than like
I'm probably just going to take it out and redo it. I got a few pieces left. Might as well.
Well, it's not that easy, but okay.
I only spent like 2 days on it. I'll just redo it and...
So I sense you're being passive aggressive.
No, I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm a perfectionist. If I don't do it, every time I look at my floors and see that seam, it's going to drive me crazy. That's all I can look at. It's the next thing I have to do.
It wasn't bothering you before?
Yeah, until you... Yeah, something was bothering me. I just didn't know, and when you pointed it out, you know...
You actually got mad at me.
No, I didn't get mad at all. You actually came at me with an attitude after not having talked to me for a few days.
Okay. All right.
No, it's all right.
All right. Well, anyway, so you're putting up this wall.
Eventually.
You're gonna
do it alone, but I don't have any.
Okay. All right. Well, alrighty then.
It's funny how I simulate the conversations between me and you, and how closely the simulations I have go to how they go. That's why I'm so post-traumatically, whatever I said.
You said you have PTSD from hanging out with me.
You don't have to be in the military to have PTSD. Having you as a father has caused some weird, things inside me that when I try to talk to you about, you used against me and continue to use against me in conversation. If you won't talk to me in person, you can talk to me on YouTube. You stormed off earlier. You show one side of conversations, and I feel like you bully me sometimes, Dad. You're not a bully, and you're a great father, but sometimes when you come at me, I feel like I'm being bullied. And I know you're not trying to come off as a bully, and I know that a lot of it is me reacting instead of, just knowing that's how you are, and that's how it's going to be pretty much regardless. But, like, I feel like I just try to stand up to you because I see you do it to other people, and they just brush it off. But, like, we're getting closer, and the only way for us to actually get closer is for me to tell you how I feel and not be afraid of how you're going to react. Like, I am just terrified about, what this is going to do. Because I just spoke my mind. I said how I felt. I, thought about having this conversation with you all day, all week.
Why are we having it on video? That's what I want to know.
Why not?
Because it's very uncomfortable for me.
Talking to you when it's not on video is uncomfortable for me because when it's on video, you're accountable. There's both sides being said, and you're not. If the video wasn't on, you wouldn't even be letting me talk. You would be cutting me off every time I talk. That's like I'm afraid to talk to you or voice my opinion or say anything because it's almost always, intersected by my way or the highway. Like you're controlling space. Whatever you want has to be it. And sorry to ruin your video. You don't have to post it.
You didn't ruin my video.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. You
don't have to be sorry for anything. I'm not mad at you for anything.
I just wish that we were on better terms right now, and I think
how could we be on better terms?
when you come and approach me and I,
When I walk out,
you stormed out, and then I tried to come and confront you to make things better because I'm like, this is retarded. This isn't how I want my day to go. I don't want this to happen. I don't want to dig myself deeper. I want to be, out here with my dad. What is it going to take to get you to help me? What do I have to do? I was trying to do as much as I can by myself so I can say, all right, I got it all done and ready. Everything's ready. Everything's cut. I just need you to help hold this so I can drill it up and not mess it up. I just want a partner, a friend, and a dad, not a guy that will, come and criticize me and want to help me, but then because he can't help me, he just shuts down and shuts me down and you get angry at me. You got angry because the way I acted and you stormed out. It hurt me, Dad. You hurt me, and I just want you to know it because I'm all right. I'm callous because I've been hurt so much, not just by you, by everyone. People hurt you all day long. That's life. Growing up is getting hurt and getting over it. I know that. But when every day you just gotta get hurt and get over it and then be on camera and act like none of it ever happened, it's like we watched that movie last night and it's like everything's fine and good. I don't know. You have this ability that I don't have to just switch, I don't know, your demeanor. I can't just, I'm not saying I'm holding a grudge, but I don't know.
yeah, we were eating pizza, hanging out. I asked if you wanted to watch a movie with me last night.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there's anything wrong between us. And I walked out here. I said, "Hey, what's going on with the van?" I had no intention of shooting a video, you being in it. I said, "I'm gonna make a video. What's up? What's the latest?" I crawled underneath the van. We worked on getting the wiring for your stereo together. There hasn't been a crossword between us in days and days and days. Is that correct?
Partially.
Okay, and then I just
I guess I just
can I talk now? Mm-hmm. So I walked out here. I said, "Hey, what's up with the van?" And I said, "Oh, it looks like you got the floor in." And I pointed out, because if you look in here, the way these floors are, I said, "You're not supposed to run them across. It might cause a seam." That's exactly what I said to you. And you got mad. You said, "Why are you being critical? Why are you being critical of me?" Delivered it. Yeah, and so when I sensed that you were getting mad, instead of arguing, which is what we've been doing in the past, I just didn't storm out. I didn't yell at you. I didn't raise my voice. I said, okay, and I got up and I walked out of the van. I do not want to argue with you.
You slammed the door.
I didn't slam the door. I don't want to argue with you. I love you. I'm super proud of you. I don't know what else to say. I think you're doing a great job. I think you're doing what you have to do, which is work on your van. I think that's life. I don't think you like that or something.
What?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't think I like.
Yeah, it's like you're mad that you have to work on you're working on your van.
How am I mad?
You're mad at me.
This project. I am just a little bit upset.
Can we shut the door? I don't understand. I thought, okay, the new way to deal with this is to not be confrontational and just to let you have your own space and let you work on it, not be critical. And you did. You told me, you said, "Dad, I get all this, you get crazy around me or whatever." So I haven't put you on video, haven't talked about any of this.
I don't want to do
and I turn on the video and I walk
alone. I know I can do a vast majority.
But you don't want to do it with me either because you say hanging out with me. You hate hanging out with me.
Nobody but you. I could.
But when I come out there and want to you don't want to do it with me. You want to do it with me, acting the way you want me to act. You don't want to do it with me.
Yeah, I want you to act.
Because if we were doing it, I'd say, "Hey, those floors are wrong," and
exactly.
you get upset.
That's my way or the highway. I wish
it's not my way or the highway. It's just my opinion.
You could just.
I can't even share it with you because you're too sensitive for me to share my opinion, my ideas. You react negatively, and I've decided I will no longer be a part of that until I don't know what has to change.
Well, I've decided that I can no longer have conversations with you because every time we try, it ends up you reacting some way, getting super, emotional in one way or the other, or me getting super
Chase,
emotional.
you said when the camera's not on, all this, it's different. I mean, I don't see that.
Let's see
When the camera's not on, this is exactly how we act every single time. Camera wasn't on last night when I said, "Hey, what's up with your van?" And the last 5 times this week, the camera wasn't on when we were watching a movie together last night.
I had a video recording of how you acted.
Show me how I act in a typical manner, without being too dramatic.
Let me just think of a specific. The last time I was kind of traumatized by
how I acted.
Yeah.
What was the situation?
Uproar. Let me think. It was last week.
And I have no problem turning this camera off and deleting all of this video. I have no interest. No interest at all in sharing anything that makes you or me uncomfortable. But I'm not uncomfortable having, a difficult time understanding my 21-year-old son. That's real. That's life. I'm comfortable sharing that. Because there's going to be a day when you and I everything's good, and you're going to look back, or I'm going to look back and say, yeah, I used to be that way, but I made changes. You're going to say you used to be a certain way and you made changes. We're going to get through this. We don't hate each other. This is difficult. That's why I don't mind sharing it. It's painful, but it's real. But when you make comments like I'm one way on camera and one way I'm not.
Yeah, you had a freak out about we were talking about that YouTube video. And I was
what
standing
video?
at the door.
I'm just trying to understand.
The video that got taken down. And you were venting
no videos
about,
got taken down. You mean the Google AdSense thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you traumatized me by how you like shut me down. And then this morning I walked up and tried to talk to you, and you stood there. You were like, yeah, okay. And you just stood in the doorway, and you're like, is that? You didn't even say it. Your face is like, is that it? And then you like try to walk out of the door just to like get out of my way. Like that is what I'm talking about. Like you wouldn't have done that on camera. Like you have this thing that you can't see because you can't see your own face when you make it. But you can't hear your tone. Just like I can't hear my tone, how intense it sounds right now. Just like that's how you sound to me all the time. Not all the time, just in certain situations. So
you're saying you walked up to me this morning to say something
that wasn't,
and my face said that I'm like, you're irritating me, you're bothering me, leave me alone. That's what my body language said to you.
I'm saying your body's language said, get away from me. You got pissed in the garage, you stormed out, you walked in there, sat down, and then got up, and I walked in, you were just standing there. Probably thinking about what had just happened, just like I was, except I said, I'm going to be the bigger man, I'm going to walk in there, I'm going to try to resolve it. If you wouldn't have been standing there like that, it would be like, hey, I'm sorry for how I acted. I didn't mean to say that, Dad. But no, you were just like, you got as big as you could, and then you said, I'm in control, if things aren't my way, you're not getting my help. And I was like, wow.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You didn't. That's how what
No, I know. I want to make clear I did not say that to you.
Not at all.
Okay.
You didn't say that at all. That's just
how you interpreted
your body language.
My lack of
your kinetics.
My energy.
Your energy.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I was so and I did get mad. I got mad at myself for letting it happen. And I was like, what could I have done differently? And I'm like trying to simulate what could have happened because, I need your help. I can't do the next few things without you, without somebody, which is going to be really hard to find. If it's not you, it's not going to be as good if it's you. Like, me and you are a great team, but, we fight, but we're father and son. You can't choose your dad. You can't choose your son. I'm your oldest son, me. I wonder sometimes if I wasn't your oldest son and somebody else was, and I was somebody else's kid. I had a different dad. What I'd life be like? I would hate it. I wouldn't want any other life than what I have, but it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
Our relationship could be a lot better. And so you always try to flip it, and you're like, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, well, here's all the things that could be better, and you're like, well, things might feel alright to you, but I'm saying they're not feeling alright to me.
I understand. I do.
And I don't have the ability to, voice my emotions or express myself sometimes when I'm, in a certain mood. And usually when, you come to me and want to talk, I just shut down and I'm like, no, now he's ready to talk. I can't do it. I can't say everything that I think I want to say when I'm, alone, just talking out loud, as if I'm talking to you. Hours of my day are having conversations that I'll probably never have. And you're in there watching YouTube videos. And I could help you. You can help me, but we're just off doing our own thing because it's too hard to fight and it's too much work. So let's just put it off until he's gone. And I'm doing this, and then we're gonna be simulating what if. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just want you to be involved in my life. It's the whole reason I'm here. I can be living with my friends right now. Is that too much to ask?
The camera, I'm not real comfortable with the camera being on right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid if I turn it off, you're going to think I'm trying to hide something, though, and I don't know what to do right now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what follow-up questions to ask you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next.
That's how I feel all the time.
Okay, well, I want to work through it. I really want to turn the camera off, is what I want to do, and talk with my boy. All right. Why don't I want this on YouTube? Huh?
Because it's inconvenient.
Because it's inconvenient to me.
It's none of their business.
Cross
the line, they don't need to know. Just like when you took all your stuff off YouTube. Just didn't feel like they needed to know. You had a nice video, you were just trying to wrap it up with a little update about my van, and I just do what I always do. Every time I'm in a video, it just can't go the way that, you want it to.
Son, I'm not trying to control the way it goes.
Okay, well, just answer this question. How did you simulate that was going to go?
You were going to you were laughing at the table when I walked up to you. Play on the checkerboard, you were painting on it, you were smiling, you were laughing. I said, hey, can we do an update on the van? And I thought you were going to say my wall's going to go here, floor's going to go here, and that was it. I was going to go turn the camera off.
I didn't have an option to say no. Would have, yeah.
I'm not even, it's okay, I just didn't expect it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't even have to be sorry, it just felt like it got weird, and I don't have to show them that. I don't know.
It felt weird to you, it didn't feel weird to me.
Well, I don't even feel weird right now.
I feel really weird,
I feel only weird, I'm as embarrassed for you. Not embarrassed of you. You didn't do anything wrong, but I'm afraid you'll see this video and be like,
I'm never going to watch this video.
Well, then what's the point of putting it on YouTube?
Because I want to know what they're going to say.
You want to know what they're going to say?
Yeah.
They're going to say,
Actually, yeah, might as well just not put it. We can simulate it. We're going to be pretty damn close because we know them pretty well. What good's it going to do? It doesn't.
They're going to say that was really painful to watch. They're going to say, why would you have a camera? They're going to say, Chase is an awesome kid. Why don't you spend more time together? They're going to say, Chase is 21 and there's going to be people say he's got all kinds of issues. Paul, you should know better. You should be the bigger person and not,
You're gonna get a bunch of advice, some good, some bad. I'm gonna get some advice, and there's gonna be a lot of people empathizing for my
both
situation, and there's gonna be people saying,
yeah, see,
you
Renetto's
think you
a
got it
jerk.
worse, you have no idea. Then they're gonna put their whole life story on why.
So
their life is
people
hard.
already know about this friction between us. They've heard, since you don't watch the videos, they hear me throughout the week discuss you and say, I'm really proud of Chase. The Sauls have been buzzing. He's doing great. That's how I feel. Completely 100%. Proud of you. Love you. Think you're doing awesome. So happy to see you doing this. That's how I feel. Period.
I know.
And that actually makes you angry.
How?
I don't know.
How does you being proud make me angry?
You said that I'm mad
What
at you
makes
and
me
I'm
angry
storming
is
in
when
and
you-
out.
When you say things that I
And
didn't
that I'm
say.
working. You said you listen to me watching YouTube videos because I have a site called the Vlog Life, and I'm watching these vlogs to try to decide which ones to feature. And I should be out working on your van with you instead of doing that.
No, I didn't say you should be helping me. I just said I wish that you wanted to be more involved and found more time in your busy schedule for your eldest son that you're so proud of, and that
It's not
that
about-
needs your help.
it's not about the time,
need
Chase.
Your help, or I'm gonna have to go get a job to go pay somebody to help me. You want me to go get a job tomorrow? Move out, so I can. You tell me.
No. No. I don't want to fight with you.
I don't want to fight you.
If being when you tell me,
Or what we could do
That
is hold on. I have an idea. We just forget that none of it ever happened. Make a pizza, watch a movie.
Chase, when you
Just
tell
like that's what always happens. Every
Okay.
single time we get in a fight,
Yeah.
I say everything, and you're like, all right, cool. You shake your head, and then we hug it out. I'm in a good mood. I'm like, wow, I got all that off my chest, and then everything we talked about, you just like, you might do it a little bit less. Not only do you bring back up the things that you can't do, but you keep doing the things that I really like ask you not to do, like. And so yeah, I keep bringing it up too. It's like, this is my cry for help. I'm not on bad terms with Mom or Daisy or Noah. I'm good with everyone in my family but my dad, who I don't love the most, but I'm most to like. If I wanted anybody in my family to be most involved in my life, because I don't have any friends, I'm out there by myself. When you look like you need help, I come in, and even though I got shit to do, I say, fuck that shit. No, nothing else is important than helping my dad. Because I know he doesn't have anyone to help him. He does it all by himself. Just because you don't need help sometimes. Just because you want help sometimes doesn't mean you don't need it. That's all. Sorry for saying it on camera.
you don't have to apologize. I don't mind.
If you don't mind, then why did you say you weren't going to post it?
I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking about. I don't care what they think about me.
Dad, there's already 3 other videos of me crying on YouTube. Do you think I care about your 1,000 people that watch your videos? That if they see me cry, if they see who I am,
No, I care
I'm so
about
glad
you.
that I can be myself to
I
somebody.
care about you.
You said you said you're afraid for embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm afraid that you'll be like, my dad put me on video, and he this
I
that.
put myself on video.
Okay, son, you're on video now. They all know. Everybody knows I'm a shitty dad.
When did I ever say you're a shitty dad?
Everybody knows that I don't work with you as much as you want me to.
What?
Yeah, anybody that doesn't understand my situation is not a father. Any father out there watching this video understands exactly my situation. They understand.
Do you think that most of those people wish they had a closer relationship with their kid?
I think.
Do you think that the chances of their relationship getting much closer with their kid is going to happen compared to the possibility of where we're at right now and where we could be, and the amount of time in between them pretty small. So maybe I guess I'm just dreaming of having a relationship with you that might not be possible, but at least right now in life, which is really sad. But
And the only reason that can't happen is because of me, though, right?
No. Yeah. Because of me and the circumstances in which, I need somebody to pretty much be in to not, be upset. I can't be friends with somebody that's constantly throwing things at my head all day. It's just not going to happen.
Okay.
I'm not going to be friends. It doesn't matter how nice they are, how much, money they have, or if they offer me a free place. If they're throwing, little pieces of styrofoam at my head every time I'm around them, that's all they're really nice to me, but, we're in the middle of a conversation, they're just throwing stuff at me. I don't think I can do that. That's not within my bounds. I might not be, I don't even know, I might just be too sensitive. But that's how it is. So, I'm living in your house, you're my father, and I love you more than anything, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to be in the best kind of relationship it can be with you. And, you tell me what I got to do, you pretty much already have. I know your circumstances, and that's why I try to follow them, and that's why I haven't talked to you very much in the past week.
Because
when you're in here working,
you haven't
open,
come to me one time.
Oh yeah, because
not once. And
well,
said, hey, Pops,
I know. I'm gonna end up, wanting to know everything about what you're doing. My mind's gonna constantly start thinking about what you're doing. The same reason you don't want to help me is why I don't come help you. I can empathize. I already know how into what you're doing.
I actually like your help. I enjoy it.
I know. Just like I enjoy your help.
But I don't like fighting with you, though.
I know. And that's why I don't come in here, is because I know if I do, it's going to result in a fight. I know I'm going to say something, or you're going to say something, and because we're both ballsy enough to say how we feel, or, emote how we feel, and not just do what it takes to please each other, like, we're not people pleasers when it comes to me and you. I'm not just going to say what it takes to make you happy. I do sometimes, but, sometimes I just want to say how I feel, at least in the moment. Even if that's not right, I think I should still be able to say how I feel. And that's what causes problems. So I stopped coming in here, so I stopped saying what I feel. So I either have to compromise me speaking my mind, or you have to compromise you speaking your mind. Or we have to change the way we think, or we can't hang around each other. It's that simple. Or we can ignore all the problems and, like I said earlier, just watch movies and make YouTube videos about candles and vlogging and the van life. And I can do that. I have a switch that I can flip, and it's almost always flipped. It's almost always in the people-pleasing mode, but sometimes it boils over, and you're like, all right, I can't do it anymore.
What? What's your mom think about all this?
She doesn't talk to me very much. She's pretty busy with her life. It's not her fault. I wish money didn't exist. We can all be with each other at all times. That's why I always say my number one goal is so Mom never has to work anymore, because I see how drained she is from that job. And I know exactly where she is because I worked at the same place. I know what she has to go through. For what? To feed me. She doesn't have enough time to do what she needs, let alone worry about me, and she still does. But it's not as much as I want it to be. I want to be with my mom more. I want her to ask me what's going on and to be able to help me because she knows me better and she knows what to do when I'm upset. It's what parents and family are for. They're the people that know you. When you walk into your house with your roommates and you're pissed off, they're going to do whatever it takes to, comfort you, to help you, like, oh, hey guys, I just got this big fight with my dad, it's no big deal, and you start crying, they're going to be like, hey man, listen, my relationship with my dad isn't so good either. They're going to empathize with me, they're going to make me feel better. Dad, walk in here and that can't happen. I have no, emotional support. I'm alone. Like a glass bottle with a plug sitting on a stove. But once I burst, I just reassemble. The cap falls off, and I'm good. But it'll happen again. It's an imbalance.
Okay.
I would say you're the same way. You've just lived twice as long as me, and you've learned to handle it better. You might not have it as bad as I do. It's called manic depressive. It's called whatever you want. A lunatic. I'm a lunatic. I don't know how big the moon is.
I don't know either.
So what's the resolve? How do we fix it? Let's be positive. I have no interest in being negative. I have no interest in going downwards in the spiral. I want to lift myself up. I just don't know how to do that alone. When I say, Dad, I need you to coach me. Dad, I need your help. And then you say, son, you gotta do this alone. Son, this is your own walk. Is that what your dad told you? Did he tell you the opposite of that? I'm cursed with a wandering mind. I can't just accept things. I want to know why things are the way they are and if I can change them. I'm a philosopher. I'm endlessly simulating. We all are. Half our lives when we're asleep. It's what a dream is. It's all the subconscious garbage we've seen. You know, like, I just been having some messed up dreams. Like, every time, not every time we fight, but like the more stressed out I am, the more messed up dreams I have.
What can I do? What if I acted a certain way and did a certain thing? What is it you want to see a change in me?
What do you have time for?
I have lots of time.
I just want you to be
I have
involved.
lots of time.
I will help you. I just want involvement. Like, but not because it's mandatory. Because you know, like you gotta do it. Just like you gotta either really want it or trick me into thinking that you really want it. Like, not like it's a chore. Not like, all right, son. Like, what do you need? What do we gotta get done? Let's cut this. You know, I'm not in a hurry, but I can't just sit here and watch you stare at the wall all night. You know, or you come out and you'll do something for like 10 minutes and then you justify it to yourself, but the whole time you act like, you know, you're stressed out because of something I'm saying or the way I'm trying to go about it, and you're like thinking like, I can't say what I want to say because he'll freak out if I say that and I can't do that, and you're like, you know, and then you find an escape. I do something that's big enough for you, like, oh, okay, and then you leave and you're like, well, I did all I can, and then I'm in there and I'm like, I just don't want that to happen. If we can just avoid that happening, like the clash, if we can just, because we work so good when we're fluid, like, you know, when we're both on the same level, if we could just keep that in eliminate the conflict. I just don't want to fight with you. That's what trauma, that's the PTSD. It's fighting, it's warfare. It's psychological warfare, Dad.
Right. Okay.
I can only take so much.
All right.
It's when I like turn inwards and shut down. It's like like the fighting is like so much that I can't even talk to you because I'm afraid, like what I'll say or what you'll say or how I'll react or how you'll react. It's like I'm just. And everyone fights like so much more than we do. Like I see it every day. Like couples, like. How can I be in a relationship with a woman if I can't even be in a relationship with my father? Somebody who's supposed to know everything about me. I thought that's like. I mean, maybe I just have an unrealistic idea of like what dads are. Like, you always want something more than what you have. Not that you're not good enough. Not that my life isn't good enough. But if we all just accepted everything we have, we would never grow. We would all stay the same. I want to grow. I want to become more with you.
Okay, so that's what I can do. I can take more interest, be more excited about working with you, and what can you do?
I can be more stable, less emotionally erratic. Think before I speak. I can ask you about what you're doing before I come to you and want to show you whatever I want to show you. I can be less offended by things you do, even though I know you didn't do them to hurt me. But when I know you didn't do them to hurt me, you just did them. Like, I think people can change, but I think on a certain level they can't. It's who they are.
All right, have we caught enough of this on video?
Yeah. Sorry to make your video. You can read.
Have to apologize. I'm just asking
I
you.
don't know why I always say I'm sorry.
Did you get out what you wanted to get out? Did you say what you wanted to say? Are we keeping it real? Can we turn this off?
Yeah. Can we end it with a hug? To let them know that we're good-ish. I mean,
We're not good-ish. In my mind, we're great. The good-ish is yours. You've got to own that. You don't like your relationship with me. I love my relationship with you. That's how I feel. You can't take that from me.
mm-hmm.
I see you as a 21-year-old boy that I'm grateful to have, that I'm grateful wants to spend time with me, wants to work together. I see a young man who's very opinionated, who is artistic, creative, have a very particular vision. You have a hard time articulating your own vision, and you want me to kind of be your right-hand man. You want me to just like, support, engage, have fun. You don't want me to be critical. You want me to be your buddy and be really excited about everything you're doing. You want us to work together a lot.
I hate when you are like overly exaggerative.
Okay, I'm describing it the best
I want it to be real. Like, I just want you to be real with me.
I
want
am
you
real
to
with
be
you, and
on a
you get
level
upset
like
every time I am.
In like reality, I want you to succeed, and this is what
Chase,
we
I
can
walked
do.
and looked at your floors, which you didn't ask me about. You didn't say, "Hey, Pops, I got these floors. Can you show me how to put
Because
these
I want
in?"
to make you proud by doing it all myself, and I knew you weren't going to come out for a few days. I was
That's
like, I'm
not
gonna
true.
get
I
as
come out
much-
there every day, 3 or 4 times a day.
If you would have came out at any point yesterday, you would have saw me doing it wrong before.
I told you where to get the floor. I told you how to get the floor. You told me you talked to the guy and he thought I was really funny and remembered me. We had lots of conversations about the floor.
I just did.
This is what's annoying. This is what is annoying. You act like a little child. And you don't like
You
to
said
hear
last
that.
week on video that I can't. The reason that fight was caused because I was trying to come to you before you had gotten your work done, before it was 7 or 8 p.m. I didn't
I
wanna
don't
say,
mind
"Hey,
if
Dad,
you come
will
out here
will
and
you help
talk to me. You say, Chase, look, this is
When
this is what's
you have
annoying.
your earbuds in and
When
you
I'm
know, walk
working,
up and
yeah.
Yeah? Kind of in the middle of something.
Yeah.
What do you need? No. What do you need? Oh, okay. Now, let me ask you, if you were sitting here doing something, and you walked in.
Yeah,
I mean, that's something that
that's happened.
happened 2
I
days
sit
ago.
here, yeah, I sit in my chair,
Happened 2 days ago.
and you walk up to me with absolutely no regard for where I'm at, what I'm doing, none.
No.
And all I said, Chase, when you walk up to me, I said,
No, it was good advice. I'm glad you said that.
I said, how about you? Hey, Pops, what are you doing?
It wasn't the advice, Dad. It was your execution of the advice. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I was doing? I was fathering
you.
you. I was fathering you. That's not what friends do to each other. That's what a father does to a son. He says, hey, son.
Gets to choose after being told that the way he's executing his
Chase,
teachings,
listen. I don't talk this way to my friends. I'm fathering you. You don't want to be fathered anymore, but guess what?
I'm saying
as friends, me and you wouldn't get along.
Your method of fathering is, what I'm saying, at least for me, less effective than how it could be if you took my advice on how.
Right, you want to tell me how to be a father, but you have no idea what you're talking about.
You're doing wrong when it comes to me.
I know you do.
How do you know how I feel?
I don't know how you feel. I mean,
do you care how I feel?
Chase, not only do I know how you feel, I care how you feel. I talk about it with your mom. We spend lots of time talking and thinking about you. Lots of time. You don't understand that. You don't appreciate it. I don't know why. I guess because you're a child.
I don't know or appreciate that you talk or care about me.
You have no idea how much I think and care about you and talk about you and how I'm trying to father you the best way that I know how.
And I'm saying...
And I listen to you talk like this, and I say, someday it'll be different.
I don't want praise for it. I know you guys. I know the percentage of time that I'm on your mind is probably
and it's real painful for me to watch you out there doing this by yourself, but I do feel like it's something you have to do. I do feel like it's something you have to do.
And I do not think...
I don't want to talk over top of you. I'm not going to do that. So either keep talking or be quiet when I'm talking.
I was just trying to clarify. You said something that I didn't say.
Okay. There's a truth as a father, not as a friend, not as a buddy. As a father, there is a truth that I have to let you go out there and work on this by yourself. I have to do that. That's painful for me to do. I'd rather go out there, tell you what you want to hear, be what you want me to be. But I'm afraid that would ruin you. That's what's called spoiling a child when they're little. I'm not saying that's what it is now as you at being 21, but when the kid is little and you give them everything they want and live the way they think you should, you actually end up ruining that child. And you give them everything they want and they never have to do it. When the world gets to be the way they want it to be. I asked myself, when I was your age, I was working on a van with my friends. I didn't want my dad's help. I don't understand why you don't have all your buddies out there and why you're not working on it together. I don't understand that. It's hard to relate to.
You don't understand when I've told you so many times. I've told you.
You said earlier to me on camera that you said, Dad, I don't even have any friends I'd want to work out there. I'd rather have you working out there with me. And I say to myself,
I could be in Simon's heated garage, working with his dad, him and his dad.
Yeah. Why aren't you?
Because I want to do it.
Except you say that you don't want to do it with me because you have PTSD from being around me.
I don't want to spend all my time telling them all the things that I've told you. I don't want to waste my time.
Okay. I can't take this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Or not, sorry.
Chase.
Yeah?
I didn't mean I can't talk to you anymore. I don't mean I can't be a father anymore. I can't keep making this video. This is insane. Because there's not enough time for me to fully express myself. There's not enough time for you to fully express yourself, to go into the types of detail of our life and our relationship, what we do, what we talked about. I can't go into what me and Mom talk about and how we look at you and how we think about you.
So because it can't be perfect, you can't do it at all.
No, we've done a lot. We've spent an hour talking about this. I'm saying enough though. They can understand what they can understand.
We're on a vlog life. You don't have to spam your channel. Just the people that really care. Let it go into hard drive space or delete it.
All I said was I was done with it for tonight, the video. But I have this feeling you don't want me to turn the video off.
No, I did. It's pretty much concluded. Everything that could be said has been said. Unfortunately, I don't know how much is it going to change. I hope things change. You're going to turn the camera off and I'm going to walk to the other room. I'm going to sit and think about what I could have said to make things go smoother, and I'm going to distract myself with work until it's late, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to hope when I wake up in the morning that things go differently than they did today. And I'm just going to hope that mindset, that things can get better and hopefully will get better every day, I think I'll be okay. I got hope and I got faith. Things are going to be alright.
Okay. I've said everything I want to say. There's a lot more that can be said, but not right now. This is going way weird. But this is what you want, and I don't mind doing it. And if you feel like you change your mind, we can take it down. But once we put it out there, it's out there. Do you understand that?
You spend almost a quarter, half your time, like a quarter of your life brainstorming content. Content falls in your lap.
Okay.
Just gotta go with it.
All right, we're going with it.
I mean, it's the vlog life.
We're living the vlog life right here. So we're gonna hug it out.
The only people in the world.
We're gonna hug it out.
Well, there's not another video in the world. An hour and a half, five-part series of fighting with your son.